besties, welcome back to Blush Island. Today's video is a little different from my usual island building videos because we are taking a break from construction and spending some time with my residents of Blush Island, since honestly I have not checked up on them at all ever since I decided to do this whole layout of building my whole island. I realized that some of my miis were looking just a little outdated. So today we're meeting everyone, organizing them into groups and giving them a few residents some much needed upgrades. The first thing I wanted to do was organize everyone. As my island keeps growing, it's getting harder to keep track of who's who. So I decided to sort everyone into groups to make things a little easier. And honestly, I should have done this a long time ago. Now it's time to visit everyone. I always forget how funny some of my miis look when I zoom in. Ugh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Some of them were perfectly fine, at least to me. And others, well, let's just say they're due for a whole makeover. We're starting with myself because if I'm going to make everyone look better, I should probably start there. I wanted to make my me look a little cuter and just have more of the whole blinking and the expressions of the face. Since I drew my eyes and my lips, I didn't really get to see all of my expressions, you know. For me, it just felt a little awkward. Nothing too dramatic, just a tiny upgrade. Then we have Zuko, Katara, Tylee, May, and Azula. I feel like these were some of the most fun ones to work on because I really love their characters. Some changes were small, some changes were a little bigger like Zuko's, but overall I think they look way better now than they did before. Nezuko. Honestly, she wasn't doing too bad. Like I said, she didn't have that much expressions on her eyes. The mouth, I'll leave it as is, but the eyes were just a problem for me. How did I draw on the eyes? Girl, I used the stamp. And I just changed the color of the eyeball and added a little more eyelashes. But after looking at her for a while, I knew I could make her look a little closer to how I imagined her. So she gets a small refresh too. And of course, we couldn't forget Gojo, because apparently every island needs a Gojo, or at least the videos that I see on YouTube. I gave him a few adjustments too, and honestly, I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. Then it was time for all of my Tinkerbell fairies. This might have been my favorite part because I love seeing them all together. I wanted them to look a little more polished while still looking like themselves. I really did lean towards all of them having the same mouth and the twinkle in their eyes. Looking at all the before and after comparisons is honestly kind of funny. I really thought I ate with my before ones. Some of these changes aren't huge, but when you put them side by side, they look so much cuter. It's kind of giving like the entire island had a little makeover day. Oh, I love that. And just when I thought today's video was going to be calm, Zuko decided he had other plans. He really said, ooh, I got a new makeover. And out of nowhere, he asked Silver Mist to marry him. And of course, she said yes. I mean, honestly, were we expecting anything else? Hello? So after all the makeovers, upgrades, and surprise proposals, we ended up with the wedding and a honeymoon. And the wedding scene, I was not in it. Hello? Not exactly how I expected today's episode to end, but hey, that's tomodachi life for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and spending some time with the residents of Blush Island. I hope you enjoy this little makeover episode and let me know which resident had your favorite glow up, or if they look good how they were before. And who knows, maybe next time we'll be back to building, decorating, or dealing with whatever chaos my miis decides to create next. Thank you so much for watching, besties. Take care, stay cozy, and I'll see you around the island. Bye, besties.